There are 3 easy steps in creating your resume link. Let me show you how.
Step 1. Register. Go to www.jobs180.com using any browser and click Register Now. Fill out all the information needed. In choosing your resume link, use your full name so that it looks professional and it's easy to recall by potential employers. For example, Antonio1delacruz.jobs180.com. Step 2. Create and design. When creating your resume, make sure to complete your personal information and upload your profile picture. One of the highlights of the resume link is the portfolio section. In the portfolio section, you can show off your skills by uploading samples of your work like documents, pictures, videos, and your social media links.
Your resume link also features different themes and you can upload a cover photo. This is a combination of a cover letter and a social network cover photo. Here is an example. You can also download a copy of your resume link and print it. Step 3. Apply for a job. There are many ways to apply with your resume link.
First is browsing the job recommendations in your Jobs 180 dashboard.
If you're qualified, click Submit Resume Link. So what are you waiting for? Dress up your next generation resume, stand out brightly among the competitive job seekers in the market, and win the heart of your future employers using Resume Link.
Change. It happens when you least expect it, but also when you embrace it. At Accenture, we help the world's biggest brands thrive through change. Our people combine technology and creativity, expertise and experience, learning and collaboration, passion and purpose to make a difference for our clients, their customers, our company, and our communities. Behind every great change is a great human. Bring your skills, your curiosity, and your true self to your work every day. Let's do incredible things. Let's deliver on the promise of technology and human ingenuity.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to JobsNews.com's Marketing Me Live. Today, we are live for Trent Information First Technical Career Institute. And we will be joined by speakers from Inspiro and Cognizant. So before we start, we'd like to invite everyone for the prayer and the national anthem.
Praise God from whom all blessings flow. Praise Him, all creatures here below. Praise Him above, ye heavenly hosts. Praise Father, Son, and Holy
Mga kababayan, ang pambansang awit ng Pilipinas.
Thank you for that. So before we start, everyone, may we ask you to please comment your name and course in the comment section po. Ayan. So to everyone, please advise your classmates and friends that we are starting now and that we will be releasing the attendance link and the evaluation form at the end of this event. Ayan. To officially start today's session, we'd like to invite Sir Akir Akaisip, School Head and Principal for Trent Information First Technical Career Institute, to give us the opening remarks.
Good day, everyone. So thank you to each and every one of you for being here with us today, no? I know na marami tayong mga ginagawa. We're preparing for our academic subjects and other requirements, no, sa school natin, but still you were able to attend this webinar. So we are very pleased, no? And before we get started, I would like to express my sincere appreciation, no, to all of you who generously helped us to make this event come together. And I know this is a successful one. No, the admin staff, of course, our resource speakers, which will be introduced later on, and our students, our teachers, our invited schools. Welcome po, no? And of course, no, jobs180.com. No, we couldn't have done it without you. So thank you po, jobs180.com. Now, you have all been part, no, or chosen of this seminar because our topic is very interesting, no, and I think everyone can relate, no, hindi lamang sa mga teachers, sa mga admin, or sa mga nagwo-work, no? And also sa mga students natin. So, napili namin tong topic na to because it applies to all, no? And I hope and I know that with the expertise, no, of our speakers, it will motivate us and inspire us to continue to achieve our goals, no, despite with all the problems that we are experiencing, no, especially this pandemic. Well, I will not take much of your time. No, again, thank you and welcome to Trend Information First Technical Career Institute, no, and in partnership with jobs180.com. So welcome and God bless us all.
Thank you for that, Sir Aki, for supporting our services. No, thank you to the team of Sir Aki as well for organizing this event. So here is our schedule for this afternoon. We have online applications to be presented by jobs180.com, how to manage stress by Inspiro, and developing a strong work ethic to be discussed by Cognizant Philippines. So we thank you everyone who's here and who's watching with us. Thank you. So again, please comment your name and your strand or your course and just put it in the comment section. Okay, so let's go to our first speaker. So our first speaker for this afternoon is Sir Chua. He is the managing director for jobs180.com. He has 20 years of experience in sales, marketing, business development, customer service, operations, business process, and human resources. He is a trusted resource speaker and he has done over 1,000 career development seminars in more than 400 plus colleges and universities nationwide. Sir Kim, if you're ready, the floor is yours. So to our audience, please comment if you have questions. Lagay lang natin sa comment section natin. Tapos i-address natin kay Sir Kim. So Sir Kim, please take it away. Thank you, sir.
Allow me to share to you how to make a job-winning resume. Yan. A lot of you are now looking for a job and exploring for the next chapter in your life. I hope that this session will be able to help you. No? Not only you, but the people that you know that needs help in terms of how to make a job-winning resume. Yan. So yan na tinatawag natin resume link. A lot of platforms right now, mga online platforms are being offered left and right. But for you to know paano to magiging job-winning tool or job-winning resume to, meron akong checklist. So go with me, no, with all these checklists. Your checklist should include the following. Number 1, kailangan mag-stand out ka. When you look for a job, you have to be able to stand out. Because if you're not going to be able to stand out, then I think you'll just be part of the crowd. You'll be one of the next applicant na wala lang, na hindi naman papansin. Another thing that should be in your checklist is that you should only have one file. Hindi dapat maraming files na iba-iba sinesend sa mga companies. Mas maganda, isang file lang para pag sinend mo, lahat ng details mo nandoon na. Another thing in your checklist is that it should make the process more efficient. Ibig sabihin, mas mabilis mag-submit, mas mabilis makita ng HR, at mas mabilis kayo makontak for possible next steps na or possible job offer na. Now, another thing in my checklist is that dapat tipid ito, wala itong gastos. The tool that I will show you today, wala itong gastos. Libre po ito. At higit sa lahat, itong pinaka-importante sa lahat, this should be in your checklist. The tool should be secured. Okay? More than anything, importante talaga ang data. Pero ang data ninyo, dapat yung proteksyonan. And using this tool, this is the most secured resume kung tawagin. Bakit siya tinawag na most secured resume? Let me go through the next slides na. Okay? Ito ang tinatawag na resume link. Okay? A personalized URL for anyone can open online anytime. I will use an example para makarelate kayo. If you are John Santos, ang link mo or resume link mo pwede maging johnsantos.jobs180.com. Ganun lang kasimple. At yan na po ang resume link nyo. So how do you make one? Go with me through the 3 simple steps. First step is you have to register. Absolutely, wala tong bayad. Libre po ito. How do you register? You go to the website of jobs180.com. That's www.jobs180.com at dun ka mag-register on the upper right side of your screen. Now, as you do that, you have to put the basic information. Okay? So alam nyo na ano mga information yan. Hindi ko na isa-isahin. Babawasan nyo naman at alam nyo naman ano dapat ilagay. Now, as you create your account, you have to use a valid email. Okay? Now, before we go to the email, paalala ko lang, sa mga nag-isip sa inyo, paano kung hindi ako si John Santos, ano gagawin kong resume link? O yan, baka nag-isip kayo eh. So, if ever lang, meron kang kapangalan, okay, just so happen na may ibang John Santos na nauna sa inyo, ano mangyayari? Magkakaroon doon na red na box, sasabihin niya, this name has already been taken. Huwag kayong malungkot. Pag taken na, okay lang, just be creative. Pwede mo gawin, baliktarin mo. Gawin mo santosjohn.jobs180.com o kaya J Santos o kaya Santos J o kaya JS o kaya SJ. Depende kung ano gusto mo gawin. Basta importante, wala kang kapangalan. Okay? Wala kang kapareho. Now, when you do this, huwag kayong OA. Do not create yung mga ganong klaseng over creative na mga resume link because it doesn't look professional. Imagine submitting to a company with your resume link that says eljablo.jobs180.com. Hindi yan mukhang professional. Okay? Now, when you register, please use a valid email. Ito yung emphasis ko lang sa pag-create nyo ng account na dapat gamitin yung email, yung nabubuksan yung email, kagaya ng Gmail, Yahoo, or any email na nabubuksan nyo. Do not create. Example lang yung mga email na kagaya ng ganito, patricia@facebook.com na email. Huwag kang gagamit ng joseph@facebook.com na email to register. In short, huwag mong gagamitin yung @facebook.com na email. Because if you use @facebook.com na email, you will no longer be able to receive notification being sent to you by the companies as well as jobs180.com. Importante po na nabubuksan nyo yung email nyo kasi kailangan mo i-verify yung account mo. Okay? It is very important that you verify your account as a proof na ikaw nag-register at pangalawa, para ikaw yung makapag-apply. If you don't do this, if you don't verify, walang mangyayari sa account nyo. Okay? So, sayang lang. So, you have to verify to finish the first step. Okay? How do you verify? Just open your email, look for the link, click mo yung verify, you're done with the first step. Okay? Tapos na yung first step. Ano yung first step? Register. Wala tong bayad. Let's go to the second step. Ang second step, ang pinaka-logical sa lahat. Kailangan kumpletong detalye nyo. So, how do you do that? You go back again to your account by going to the website of jobs180.com. This time, hindi mo kailangan mag-register. Ang gagawin mo, mag-login. Pag login mo, lagay mo dito yung email nyo or resume link nyo. Kayo lang may alam yan. At lalo na yung password nyo na kayo lang talaga may alam yan. So, when you do that, you now go inside your account. Pag nasa loob na kayo ng account nyo, ano gagawin nyo? Mabilis na lang ito. Fill in the blanks. Okay? Now, I don't have to go through all the information here because definitely, alam mo naman pag sinabi ditong name, malamang pangalan nyo. Pag nakalagay dito address, malamang address nyo. Diba? So, you put all the information ninyo dito. Okay? Lagay nyo. Then, what else do you put in here? Importante po, lagay dito lahat ng posibleng paraan na pwede ka makontak ng isang HR. Kagaya ng social media account nyo. Diba? Hindi lang email tsaka phone number. Bakit? Most of the time, ano nangyayari? Okay, let me tell you. Marami sa inyo nilalagay nyo phone number nyo. Pero pag tinatawagan kayo ng HR, hindi nyo sinasagot. Lalo na pag hindi mo kilala. Hala, sino kaya ito? Hindi mo sasagutin. Diba? Kasi takot kayo, baka nagsascam or whoever yung tumatawag. So ano mangyayari sa mga HR? Mag-i-email kami ngayon sa inyo. But you don't open email more often than you open your social media account. So I recommend lahat ng posibleng paraan na pwede ka makontak na isang HR, ilagay mo dito. Kagaya ng mga Facebook nyo or Twitter nyo para mabilis ay makapag-PM. Private message, makapag-invite for the next step. Okay? What else do you put here? You also put here your work options, yung mga work experience nyo. Pagdating po sa work options, you can see on the screen, you have 4 options na pwede nyo pagpilian. Parang switch lang yan. Yes, no switch, on, off switch. So you can choose here, example, looking for OJT, lagay mo yes if you're looking for OJT right now. And later on, pag hindi na, turn it off. Edi lagay mo na no. Diba? So depende yan kung anong mas trip nyo or anong mas pasok dun sa hinahanap nyo right now. What the system will do is it will try to match you with companies who are also looking for the same profile with what you have. Yan yung kagandahan ng tool natin. Hindi mo kailangan mag-door-to-door para mag-submit ng resume link ninyo. Okay? What else do you put here? You put here your school under education. Even later on, okay, pagka-graduate nyo, you can also put here your schools. Yung mga nag-take pa kayo ng further studies, pwede mo rin ilagay dito. Okay? So walang limit sa space yan. Pagdating pa sa seminars attended, ganun din. Kahit gaano karami, pwede nyo ilagay dito. Kahit magkopyahan pa kayo. Just make sure lang alam mo yung seminar na yon. Kaya baka matanong ka sa interview. Pagdating po sa certification, ganun din. Put all the certification programs that you've had, you put it here. Okay? When it comes to the achievement, do not limit your achievement only inside the school. Hindi lahat na nakikinig ngayon ay Dean's Lister. Hindi kayo lahat dito ay honor student. Diba? Ayan, nag-agree marami sa inyo. So, hindi lang po ang achievement nakabase sa academic excellence. Some of you are student leaders. So, if you're active sa school, you also put it here kung ano yung mga pinagkakaabalahan nyo. And hindi lang sa loob ng school, even outside the school. If you're active in your barangay, halimbawa, isa kang tanod, ilagay mo dyan. Diba? Yan yung mga achievement ninyo. So, you put it here. Bakit? Because what you're doing now is you're trying to market yourself more effectively to that prospective company. Okay? Now, when it comes to the skills and languages, ito yung common observation namin mga HR. Pagdating sa skills, nilalagay mo lang na skills yung mga umiikot lang sa course nyo. Hindi porkat communication arts ang course mo, com arts lang ang skills na alam mo. Hindi porkat engineering ang course mo, ang alam mo lang na skill ay pang-engineering. Hindi porkat tourism or HRM ang course mo, ang alam mo lang na skill ay pang-tourism at pang-HRM. Maybe some of you are into multimedia, into photography, into videography, into something else, arts, crafts, whatever. Lahat ng yan, skills nyo yan. Remember, what you're doing here is you're marketing yourself more effectively. Kaya kung ako sa inyo, ilagay mo dito lahat ng skills na alam niyo. Pagdating po sa languages, ganun din. Huwag mong ilimit yan sa dalawang lengguwahe lang. Because I'm sure alam niyo na yung dalawa. Kung dalawa lang talaga alam niyo, din dalawa lang. Ano tong dalawang to? English and Tagalog or Filipino. Okay? Now, if you know other local dialect, Bisaya, Kapampangan, Sabacano, Ilonggo, you can also put it here. If you know foreign languages, German, French, Chinese, Japanese, diba, Korean, pwede mo ilagay dyan. Okay? Walang limit sa space yan. When it comes to the references, sigurado ko yung mga references nyo, kilala nyo. Ang malaking tanong dito kayo ba'y kilala nila? Sana oo, di ba? Kasi madalas pag tumatawag kami sa mga references nyo, hindi kayo maalala. So please tell them, ginawa nyo silang reference para at least they know what to tell about you. Okay? Now, at this point, to make your life easier, kung sakali lang nakagawa ka na ng resume nyo in your Word file or maybe in your doc file, depende kung anong file nyo, PDF file, whatever file you have. Kung nakagawa ka na ng resume nyo, simple na lang. Just copy all the information inside dito. No, ilagay mo sa loob ng resume link. Just transfer them here inside the resume link para maging secured yung data nyo. Okay? Kung bakit secured, I'll tell you as we go along. Okay? So yung mga sinabi ko, I think alam nyo na yan. Alam nyo na yan. Okay? Itong mga susunod kong papakita, ito yung mga amazing na portion. Let me start with the portfolio section. Ano yung portfolio section? This is the part where you now upload evidence of your skills. Example, ano ebidensya na graduate na kayo later on? Diploma, di ba? Transcript. Ano pa? Toga? Hindi ebidensya yung toga. Okay? Kung ano man meron nyo, di ba? Certificate, diploma, yan. Ebidensya yan. Okay? Kung transcript of records is evidence na graduate na kayo. Ano ebidensya na wala kayong criminal record? NBA clearance, police clearance, di ba? Ano ebidensya na pwede ka pumunta sa ibang bansa? Passport, visa, lahat ng mga sinasabi mong mga skills mo or yung mga what you're claiming that you know, you can now support them here sa portfolio section by showing those documents. Diba? Anong ebidensya na ikaw ay healthy? Meron kang medical clearance. Anong ebidensya na pwede ka mag-drive ng sasakyan? Meron kang driver's license. Diba? So gets nyo na yung sinasabi ko. Ang point ko lang is you can now put the things here to support yung claim nyo of your skills. Now, you're starting to think, Sir, kung pare-pareho naman kaming graduate sa school namin, pare-pareho kami magkakaklase, same yung course namin, same yung school, same yung teachers, same yung curriculum, pare-pareho lang naman kami lahat, walang experience sa trabaho, how will we stand out? Ayan, di ba? Okay, ito ngayon yung isang magandang recommendation ko sa inyo on how you now stand out. You get your smartphones. Kunin mo yung mga smartphones nyo. Kung wala, manghiram sa kaibigan. Okay, hiram mo sa kaibigan mo. I-record mo yung selfie video mo. You say something interesting about yourself. Record it in about 30 seconds to 1 minute lang. Huwag na masyadong mahaba. Ano gagawin mo? Pretend that you are being interviewed by the HR. So you answer basic questions like, tell me something about yourself. O, di ba? Ano yung mga gasgas sa tanong natin? Why should we hire you? O, di ba? Just imagine na tinanong ka ng HR at sasagutin mo na lang siya. Ang maganda lang ngayon, recorded mo. So kung di mo type yung sagot, i-delete mo. Pag type mo, you save it. Then you upload it sa YouTube or sa Vimeo. Maraming mga video channel na libre, yung mga video converter sa online. Hanapin mo lang. And when you're done, you put that video link doon sa portfolio section nyo. O, di ba? This time, it will definitely make you stand out because depende na to sa diskarte mo on how you're going to present yourself. Okay? So, I leave it up to you on how you do that. Now, another thing for you to do, na sure akong hindi to makokopya ng classmate mo, ay yung picture mo. Diba? So, you put your profile picture here. Now, when it comes to the picture, hindi kailangan sobrang formal na formal. Hindi kailangan pumunta sa studio. Huwag na kayo gumastos. Ang importante dito, tumingin kayo sa camera. Plain background. Okay? Plain background, tumingin kayo sa camera. Wear something, of course. Wear something decent. Okay? Do not upload profile pictures that look like the right side of your screen. Yung mga sample na yan, hindi po maganda example yan. Okay? So, huwag kayo maglagay ng ganun kasi mga sample ng profile picture. Now, another good thing pa that will make you stand out using the resume link is your cover photo. Yes! A picture paints 1,000 words. Yan ang kasabihan na very, very applicable dito. A lot of you who are listening today, hindi kayo gifted with writing skills. Hirap kayo i-express ang inyong feelings at inyong thoughts into words. Hindi mo ma-type, hindi mo ma-sulat. Tama? Hirap tayo eh. Bakit? Hindi natural sa atin yan. Pero pagdating sa picture, kaya mo i-express yung inyong personality. Look at the examples I'm showing you. Look at the one on the left. Ano siya? Isa siyang ophthalmologist or optometrist. Sabi naman ng iba, eye expert. Di ba? Yung sa kanan, ano siya? Sabi ng iba, sir, parang IT. Sir, techie siguro kasi maraming gadget, pati stapler, gadget niya. Di ba? O sabi ng iba naman, sir, parang makalat. O depende na kung how you are going to interpret it. But now, the way I see it, itong taong to, multitasker. Okay? Another good example I'm showing you is this one. Someone from psychology, someone from neurologist, or maybe someone who knows left and right. Ganun lang kasimple. No? So, depende yan how you're going to express yourself. Okay? Another good example pa, itong person na to, ang gusto niya sabihin, there's no shortcut to success. You will be able to reach your goal by taking one step at a time. O, di ba? So, I'm showing you good examples. Hindi yan member na Akit Bahay Gang. Hindi rin po yan social climber, in case that's what you're thinking. So, kung nagpakita ko ng magaganda example, I will also show you yung mga hindi magandang example para wag niyong gagayahin. Huwag kayo magpapaka-misteryoso. Okay? Make sure you put your picture there. Okay? Kasi maraming pangalan ngayon, interchangeable. Ako mismo, guilty ako dyan. My name is Kim. A lot of people think babae ako. Ako rin mismo, napagkakamala ko yung mga aplikante, pinakita ko, Chris, George, Alex, Sam. O, diba? Minsan isipin ko, Joey, lalaki. Yung pala, babae. Diba? So, you better put your picture there para at least alam ng HR who to expect. Okay? Now, when you make your resume link, dapat may laman talaga yan. Kasi kung walang laman yan, ganyan itsura niyan. Blanco. And how do you expect companies will look, or HR from companies will look at your profile if you submit to them resume links that look like this? It's like submitting a piece of a paper, bond paper, or long bond paper, short bond paper na walang laman except pangalan mo. And that's the same as this one. So hindi yan papansinin ng mga HR for sure. Okay? Sayang lang oras nyo tsaka oras ng HR. Kailangan attractive. Okay? When I say attractive or catchy, do not overdo it naman. Now, this is just in my opinion. In my opinion, I think this one is not a good example kasi ang dating niya parang tamad, parang happy-go-lucky, parang chill-chill lang, no? Parang ganoon na dating. So, I leave it up to you on how you'll be, expressing yourself na dito. Okay? So, sa mga personality nyo. Alam niyo na anong dapat yung gawin at hindi yung dapat gawin. So, showing a very good example is si eye expert. Tignan mo, lahat ng detalye niya, kompleto. Everything from top to bottom, kompleto lahat ng details, including yung kanyang mga portfolio section na nagpapatunay na siya ay isang licensed ophthalmologist. Pinakita niya lahat ng mga posibleng hingiin pa sa kanya ng mga HR. So bakit ko sinabi sa inyo napapabilis yung buhay dito? Hindi lang buhay nyo. Pati buhay din ng HR napapabilis. Because once you submit all this information to that company, when the HR opens your resume link and sees everything about you, dalawa lang ang pwedeng mangyari niyan. One is, nahuli mo attention, gusto kanya ngayon kausapin or schedule for the next step, like interview or possibly job offer, or hindi ka nag-fit. Yun yung second. Di ba? Para at least, ang maganda rito, hindi na pabalik-balik, hindi na siya tatawag para sabihin, hello ma'am, meron ka bang evidence na graduate ka na talaga sa school na yan? Can you send me your transcript? Di ba? Can you send me yung mga evidence or yung mga sample skills o sample work mo kasi you are in IT or in graphic design? Di ba? That's yung ibig ko sabihin. Huwag nang pabalik-balik, sayang yung oras. Okay? Time is of the essence, lalo na ngayon. So you put everything there, at least pa nakita ng HR, diretso na kagad sa pag-process sa inyo. Okay? A lot of you are now thinking, sir, pag gumawa ako ng resume link at nilagay ko lahat ng information information ko dyan, baka naman yung mga data ko nakakalat na sa buong mundo. Baka naman yung mga information ko nakalantad na sa buong internet. The answer is no. Kaya nga siya tinawag na the most secured resume. Okay? Bakit siya tinawag na most secured resume? Because you have the ultimate control over your privacy settings. Follow the screen. Inside your dashboard, when you log in, you can go to your settings. Sa settings mo, to be specific, puntahan mo yung privacy settings. In your privacy settings, you choose the information that you want to show in public. Halimbawa lang you do not want to show your birthday. What do you do? Turn it off. Ayaw mo pakita yung address mo. What do you do? Turn it off. Ayaw mo pakita ang inyong references. What do you do? Turn it off. So lahat na naka-off, hindi lalabas sa public. At sino may control niyan? Kayo lang. O, di ba? Ang maganda pa rito, real-time update yan. Halimbawa, today, you decide not to show your birthday, your address, and references. And then 5 minutes later, you decide, sige, pakita ko na nga birthday ko. Turn it on. Real time. 5 minutes later, the moment you save your settings, lahat na binigyan mo ng resume link, updated na rin sila real time. As in real time. Di ba? Ayos, di ba? Sige, tuloy natin. Tuloy pa natin to. So, reminders ko na lang sa mga late na dumating or kakakinig lang, when you make your resume link, make sure that your profile is interesting and attractive. Okay? Wag OA. Iba yung over naman yun. No? Wag naman ganun. So, make sure it's attractive, it's catchy. Complete all the information, especially your contact details. Kasi sayang naman lahat ng ginawa mo, nahuli mo attention, hindi ka makontak ng HR. So, better make sure nandyan yung mga contact details na updated. Okay? So, yan. So, tapos na tayo sa 2 steps. Last step na lang. Ano yung first step? Recap lang. First step is register. Wala tong bayad. Libre po yan. Second step is for you to complete the information. Yan ang pinaka-logical. And the last step now is for you to submit. So, you're now thinking, okay to paano ko gagamitin ngayon yung resume link? Bigyan kita ng iba-ibang paraan. Okay, lahat ito practical application para makarelate kayo. Unang option, pumunta ka sa website ng jobs180.com. That's www.jobs180.com, and that's where you now start to look for companies. Type the companies that you're looking for. Pag may lumabas, edi good. Pag walang lumabas, edi wala. Okay, wag din pilitin. Okay? Now, you can also see there a lot of companies, a lot of company logos that you can shop around, you can choose, learn about the company, and if you want to be part of the company, I recommend you submit your resume link kahit na hindi ka pa qualified. Let me repeat what I just said. If you want to be part of an organization, if you want to be part of that company, even if you are not yet qualified, I recommend you give your resume link to that company. Bakit? Imagine, kung ngayong hapon, ngayong araw, nagsubmit ka ng resume link sa isang kumpanya na naghahanap ng 3 years experience na aplikante. Wala ka pang 3 years experience. Okay lang. Because nabigay mo na yung resume link mo sa kanya, pagdating ng 2024, siguro naman by that time, meron ka ng 3 years experience, di ba? Kasi nag-work ka na ngayon, by 2021. By 2024, may 3 years experience ka na, pwede ka na ma-qualify dun sa position in-applyan mo. And you never know. That company might just contact you later on, provided that your details are still updated. So you have to update those information real time. Ayos ba? Ayos, di ba? Wala nang pabalik-balik, hindi mo na kailangan magbalik-balik dun sa kumpanya para sabihin, nag-apply po ko sa inyo last year, ako po yung OJT nyo 3 months ago. Wala lang ganun. Okay? Another practical application. When you submit your resumes through email, how do you do that? Madalas, ito ginagawa natin. Mag-email tayo, sasabihin natin, Dear HR Manager, I would like to apply for the following position, and this is my resume. Ano gagawin nyo? I-attach mo yung Word file mo or PDF file mo. Tama? If that is how you're doing it, wag mo nang gawin yon. Wag ka na mag-attach ng anything sa email. Pampabagal lang yan, tsaka makaluma na yung style na yan. Bakit ko sinabi yon? Kasi hindi mo na kailangan talaga mag-attach ng anything. Ang gagawin mo, i-type mo na lang doon sa email mo yung resume link mo. Example, Dear HR Manager, I would like to apply for the following position. And this is my resume. In this example, Antonio Juan de la Cruz, 01.jobs180.com. That's it. Submit. I look forward to your information. Thank you. Send. Every time meron kang babaguhin sa details mo, hindi mo na kailangan padalhan yung HR. Kasi kung ginagamit mo mga attachment, ang kulit niyan ang kulit, saka nakapagod. Ano gagawin mo pag nagbago ka ng phone number? Dear HR Manager, this is now my updated resume. Mamaya-maya, 2 weeks later, nagpalit ka ng phone number. Ano gagawin mo? Dear HR manager, this is now my updated, most recent resume. O di ba? Every time meron kang babaguhin, padala ka na padala doon sa HR. Nakakapagod yan, hindi lang sa part nyo, kundi sa part din namin sa mga HR to keep track which one yung pinaka-updated na details. So this time, wala na kailangan. Palit-palit na lang kayo ng details nyo, update-update na lang sa loob ng resume link. Ayos ba? Ayos pa. Okay, tuloy pa natin to. Okay? If you want to print your resume, this is now the good news. You can now print your resume link. No matter how much information you have, the system will try to compress everything into one page. So kung gusto mo talaga mag-print ng papel at mag-submit sa mga kumpanya, walang kaso. Pumunta ka lang sa dashboard mo, hanapin mo yung print na option at mamili ka kung 1 column or 2 column version ang gusto mo i-print. What the system will do is it will try to compress everything into one page para tipid na. O, di ba? Now, usapang tipid. Ito mas tipid pa. Gusto mo mag-print ng resume pero gusto mo magtipid. Itong gawin mo. Gumawa ka ng resume link card. Ano tong resume link card? Sa isang pirasong long bond or short bond paper, mag-design ka ng maraming resume link card. No, maliliit lang, parang business card ang dating. In one piece of paper, I think you can make 10, 20 sets of cards. Depende sa size ng papel mo. At ang importante na ilagay mo dyan sa resume link card mo ay syempre ang inyong resume link. Diba? So, hindi mo na kailangan ilagay lahat ng details mo sa resume sa loob ng maliit na papel. Lagay mo lang resume link mo. And that is what you now give to the companies when you start applying. Look at the picture I'm showing you. Diba? Tipid. Hindi lang tipid. Secured pa. Tingnan nyo. If you submit yung big paper resume nyo, long bond paper, sinubmit mo sa isang kumpanya, nag-apply ka. For some reason, nilipad ng hangin. Yung nakapulot ng papel na yan, alam na buong detalye mo because everything is in that one-page printout. Now, if you lose that small piece of paper, don't worry. Meron kang peace of mind. Bakit? Yung mga kapulot niyan, limited sa privacy settings mo because you have the ultimate control over your privacy settings kahit na i-type niya yan sa browser. Okay? So, ang recommend ko rin sa mga nakikinig, use the gadget. Take advantage of the technology. Use your gadget, your laptop, your cell phone, your tablet, kung ano man. Okay? Para ngayon kasi, this day and age, technology na ang gamitin natin. Kung mano-mano pa rin kayo, wala kayong gadget, okay lang. Huwag kayong malungkot. You can still submit to the companies by just simply writing the resume link on a piece of paper. As simple as that. Okay? So, again, sa mga nagtatanong, ano yung mga guidelines ko para makagawa ako ng job-winning resume? Ito yung guideline ko. Ito yung checklist ko. Are you using the right tool? That's the ultimate question. There are so many tools right now, but these are the things that you should consider when you make your resume. And that is the resume link. It already addresses the following. Number 1, security ng information mo. I hope by this time, you have peace of mind. Ito na ang pinaka-secured na information because you have the ultimate control over your privacy setting. Pangalawa, the speed of hire becomes faster. It becomes more efficient because whatever you need, whatever the HR needs, you can already put it inside the resume link. Another thing is that it's flexible. If you want to print, just in case lang gusto mo talaga mag-print ng resume nyo, you have the option to print it. And you don't have to worry about saan ko sinave yung file na yan, saan ko tinago, wala nang ganun. Just log into your account and print. Mamili ka lang kung 1 column or 2 column version. At higit sa lahat, wala po itong bayad. Tipid po ito. Walang bayad. Okay? Ang kailangan mo lang, of course, internet. Sa mga nag-iisip sa inyo, sir, kailangan ko ng pan-data, pwede ka naman makakonect sa internet na walang data eh. Punta ka sa libreng wifi. Di ba? Baka yung kapitbahay nyo may libreng wifi, makagamit ka muna. Later on, pag may trabaho ka na, may sweldo na, bayaran mo yung wifi niya. O, di ba? Bawi-bawi lang yan. No? Give and take. And there are a lot more benefits to just what I've mentioned. Marami pang iba. You can share your resume link to whatever platform you want to share it to. Gusto mo i-text? Gusto mo siya i-private message? Gusto mo i-send via Viber? Kayo bahala. Pwede mo i-share. Basta kayo may control. Ganun lang kasimple. No? Kung hindi mo ito binigay sa kahit kanino, hindi malalaman to nung taong yon. And you don't have to save it to whatever USBs or hard drive. No need na. Wala rin tong mga tipong version na kailangan pa mag-compatible. Walang ganun. Lahat ito compatible. Pwede lahat. Okay? So, shout out na lang ako. Shout out to all our school partners. By the grace of God, right now, we have about 400 plus colleges and university partners nationwide, including your alma mater. So, thank you. We're very thankful for this opportunity that we're able to do this kahit tayo nasa loob ng bahay, kahit kayo ay nasa loob ng bahay. So, hindi tayo physically nagpe-present, pero nakakatulong pa rin tayo, especially if you have friends or relatives whom you think would need this tool. please share this to them. Okay? Sa mga nagtatanong naman ng mga frequently asked questions, sasagutin ko na. Ito kasi yung mga common questions na kadalasan tinatanong sa akin. Ang tanong, can I give my resume link to companies who do not know about jobs180.com? The answer is absolutely yes. It depends kung sino ang bibigyan mo. Ikaw may ultimate control niyan. Okay? Pangalawang question, is this the same as other job platform like LinkedIn, JobStreet, iba pang mga job site? The answer is no. Meron tong dalawang major difference. Yes. Lalo na pagdating sa security. Okay. Of course, explain lang ako Okay. With respect to the other sites that I've mentioned, let me just use JobStreet as an example para lang mas makarelate, no? Para makarelate. You can only use JobStreet resume if you're applying to companies who are also using JobStreet. If you're applying to a company who is not using JobStreet, you cannot use your JobStreet resume anymore. With your resume link, you can use this to any type of company, any platform, wherever they are. Kahit sa loob ng Pilipinas or sa labas ng Pilipinas, pwede mong applyan. Kahit hindi niya alam ang Jobs 180, basta alam niya ang resume link mo, pwede niya mabuksan ang profile at makita according to your settings. That's the first difference. Pangalawang difference, kung nabigay mo na, kung na-submit mo na ang JobStreet resume mo sa isang company, wala ka nang pwedeng baguhin. Lahat ng data mo nandun na yan sa HR. Yes. Hindi na magbabago yan real time. With your resume link, na-submit mo today, mali pala number mo, na-submit mo today, mali pala yung spelling mo, you can always edit it. Enter, save it. Real-time update. Lahat ng binigyan mo ng resume link, updated real-time. Ayos? Okay, tuloy tayo sa number 3 question. Number 3 question is the easiest question. Ang tanong dito is, can I keep my information secured? I hope by this time, na-convince ko na kayo na ito na ang pinaka-secured na platform. Okay? That's the reason why I'm sharing this to you. Okay? Number 4, I think this is the most important question. How often should you update your resume link? Ang sagot dito, hindi araw-araw, hindi linggo-linggo, hindi buwan-buwan, hindi taon-taon. Ang sagot dito ay every time. Every time na meron kayong babaguhin, lalo na ang contact details nyo. Yan ang importante. You have to update your contact details every time na meron kayong papalitan doon. Kasi yan yung paraan para makontak kayo ng mga companies. And the last question is just a trivia. Why is this called jobs180.com? This is called jobs180.com because we want to turn your life around. Yan, 'di ba? 180 degrees. Hindi siya 360. Kasi kung 360, bumalik ka lang kung saan ka galing. Di balik-balik ka lang, balik-balik ka lang, balik-balik ka lang. Di wala nangyari. Di ba? So you have to do it 180 degrees. It's a straight line towards your career goal. Okay? Just in case may tanong pa kayo, nahiya magtanong, pumunta lang kayo sa website namin, sa jobs180.com or email us, email me here sa info@jobs180.com. Like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, follow us on Instagram para makakuha kayo ng mga latest trends in recruitment. Okay? Again, my name is Kim Chua. Don't forget yung wa. Okay? Baka Kim Chu lang maalala nyo. Na nagsasabing, be safe at isang magandang araw po sa inyong lahat. Thank you.
Thank you for that, Sir Kim. So to our audience, we are now opening the floor for questions. Question number 1 coming in from Maxine Agdan Ballesteros. As an HR yourself, is it really attractive to see a resume that embodies the saying, simplicity is beauty?
Simplicity is beauty. Tama?
Kapag yung resume
Yes.
is simple, ganun.
Yeah, okay. Hi Maxine. That question is it could parang double-edged yan, no? To keep your resume simple kasi you should define simplicity muna. Simplicity in the sense that the format is very easy to see, the information are clear. Kumbaga, when you look at your resume link, immediately na-highlight kagad yung skills mo. Then I agree. No, keep it simple, straight to the point. Ito yung mga skills na meron mo, ito yung mga information that you have. Then I think as long as you're able to catch the HR's attention, then you're good to go. If what you're referring to as being simple is wala masyado information like blanco or kulang-kulang as simple lang. Or imbis na sentences to describe a few things, you will use fragments. or just by putting parang ano lang, ano to, ang tawag sa ganyan, icons lang, no? Yung parang key points lang. Again, it depends on how you're going to present it. Kasi some HR, I cannot answer for all HR, but some HR might use it against the applicant. Baka isipin nila, itong applicant na to, hindi man lang binigyan ng oras or hindi man lang niya ineffortan na ayusin yung sentences. No, these are little things that could be an indicator, could be an indicator that yung pagiging simple naging shortcut. So I hope hindi maging ganun yung the way you're viewing your resume or your resume link to be, no? So ang sa akin is as an HR, I definitely will look at the skills. That's number one. Okay, provided that you're able to catch the attention of the HR, no? So I always remind those who are listening right now, please make sure meron kayong cover letter, may cover photo kayo at meron kayong profile picture. Okay, those two items will definitely catch the HR's attention. Doon pa lang, no? Kung meron ka pang nilagay na other things, especially your skills, then we proceed to the next step. They'll be more interested. Now, when they proceed to the next step at wala sila makita, wala kang mga attachment about your portfolio, wala kang anything to support your claim, if you say that you are a Dean's Lister all through and through, you are, say you were able to get certain awards, tapos wala ka naman mga proof doon, then it could be just something that we could make an assumption of lang. 'Di ba? So, tumatagal yung process kasi gagawin ng HR, aalamin pa niya. Ano yung proof mo na ito talaga yung claim mo, so and so, blah, blah, blah. Hahaba yung process. That's why, make use of the resume link to make the process more efficient. Put everything there. Okay? When I say put everything there, I hope hindi naman siya yung masyadong cluttered yung gagawin ninyo, no? Kasi naka-section na yan eh. So, wala na kayo masyado intindihin in terms of the segment or the portion, no? Naka-classify na siya. Okay? So, I hope I was able to answer that question.
Thank you for that, Sir Kim. So, ano lang, sir, identifier. You would rather use the word complete to describe a
Oo.
resume as opposed
Yes.
to simple. Parang ganun.
Oo. Completeness. Yan ang importante. Kompleto ang information, lahat ng details nandyan, and versus simple, yes.
Ayan. So, thank you for that, sir. So, siguro, sir, yung next question ko bilang, ang nakikita ko kasi, sir, yung mga audience po natin ay, ano tawag dito? Senior
Mga
high school
techie.
graduates. Ayan. Technical
Okay.
graduates, and
Mhm.
senior high school graduates. So, we'd like to ask, sir, sa website po ba ni Jobs 180, meron po sila makakitang opportunities na hiring for senior high school and TechVoc and all the others.
I think yes. I'm sure yes. You check it out, no? Pwede niyo tignan sa jobs180.com. There's a lot of companies out there. You can even look into the location or try to filter it. You can even check out the site ng career portal ng school ninyo mismo, the one that's scrolling on the screen right now. You see there, schools.jobs180.com/Trent. Okay, hindi natin nilagay yung buong pangalan ng school nyo kasi mahaba. So, yun na lang, Trent/Trent. Go to that link and then check out for opportunities. No? In case lang you don't see the company that you're looking for doon sa mga binanggit kong mga site, you can still use your resume link. Okay, pwede mo pa rin siya i-email, pwede mo siya i-text kung gusto nyo kung alam niyo yung number, no? Or gusto niyo i-message via social media kung alam niyo yung Facebook nila or iba pang mga platform. For as long as you know your resume link, you can send it to them. And if they know your resume link, they'll be able to open it. Kontrolado mo naman ang privacy settings nyo. Okay? Yan.
Yeah, thank you for that, sir. May mga nanonood din pala galing sa Morong National High School. So,
Ayun, shout out to all of you.
Invited sila ni Trent. So, hello sa mga taga Rizal, no? Ang aking hometown. Thank you, thank
Oo.
you. Thank you, Sir Kim. Thank
By
you.
the way, speaking of
Yes,
senior
sir.
high school pala, promote lang din tayo. Baka lang kasi may mga kilala kayo who's looking for internship or for OJT and baka lang you have friends or relatives, not only for senior high school, even for college, those who are listening, you might want to check out opportunities mismo kay jobs180.com. So punta lang kayo sa link na nakita nyo, schools.jobs180.com/Trent o kaya go to www.jobs180.com. No, mismong Jobs 180 na company, we're hiring for OJT or internship applicants. Virtual ito lahat. So kahit sa Rizal pa po kayo, kahit malayo, walang problema. No, distance is no hindrance. Now, for full-time position, in case lang, you also know people who are in the field of IT, to be specific, sa web development, ang kanyang specialization, pati ang customer service, if they're interested, these are full-time positions naman. Same thing din. Submit dun sa mga resume link sa mga link na binanggit ko or email us sa info at jobs180.com ang inyong mga resume link. Okay? Yun lang. Would love to have you here.
Ayan. So, sa mga nanonood sa amin, naghahanap po kami ng support sa tech po at saka sa customer service. Baka po may alam kayo. Nag-plug ng openings. Thank you, sir.
Madami. Okay. Sige po. Ingat kayo. See you
Thank you,
soon.
sir. Have a great day. All right. So next up, here to discuss our next topic, we have Miss Pauline Bianca Padilla, Supervisor for Candidate Engagement of Inspiro. She will be discussing how to manage stress. Ayan. So Miss Pauline graduated with a bachelor's degree in psychology and have been working in human resources for 4 years now. She ventured into the BPO industry as she desires to be a part of a diverse culture, specifically in recruitment. Grateful to be part of Inspiro for 2 years and counting, she loves to spend her non working time with her dog, playing music, travel, and business. Um, ayan, and business. Ayan. So thank you. Miss Bianca, if you're ready, can you please join us? Hi, ma'am. Good morning.
Hi,
Good
yes,
afternoon
good
pala, ma'am.
afternoon. Shari,
Ma'am,
hello.
can we test your share screen?
Okay, let me just pull up my slide.
Yeah. So today, ma'am, we are joined by the students and the graduates, future graduates of the province of Rizal. So we have like multiple
Mm-hmm.
schools joining us. So ang leader po nila, ang pinakamadami po sa kanila ay coming from Trent. It's a
Trent,
school here in Rizal po, in Taytay.
Rizal, yeah.
So
So,
ma'am, I see your deck. It's up. Can we just do the next slide because I just see plain black. Ayun. Okay. Okay na. Okay na ma'am, I leave you to it. I'll be back
all
for the
right,
Q&A. Thanks, ma'am.
okay. Thanks, Shari. All right, so hi, hello everyone. Good afternoon. So, firstly, I hope everyone is having a great day so far. So, my name is Bianca. I'm part of candidate engagement in Inspiro. So, I'll be discussing to you all about how you can manage stress. So, there. So, I have this saying by Winnie the Pooh. So let's start by taking a small nap or two. So isn't it just relatable? So sometimes the best way to start any project or task is to take a nap in preparation. So this actually makes perfect sense. You take a nap to refresh and renew yourself. Then you can perform your task so much better. So this is also the best way to recharge yourself, and that's how we're gonna start our not so stressful discussion. But of course, let's face it, 2022 hasn't exactly gotten off to a great start. So the news is almost stressing everyone out. So from COVID's massive Omicron wave to the war in Ukraine. So most people have been dealing with a daily barrage of upsetting news. So it's important to stay informed, of course, but experts say digesting too much trauma related news is linked to a host of mental health issues. So this includes depression, anxiety, and post traumatic stress symptoms. So you might be exposing yourself to such news without even realizing it just by using social media every day. So some may log into social media apps with intention other than to get news updates, but may inadvertently get exposed to news posts from connections or from just your feed. So, what is stress? So, stress is how you react when we feel under pressure or threatened. So it usually happens when we are in a situation that we don't feel we can manage or control. So it can affect our emotions, our body, and how we behave in lots of different ways. So sometimes when we are stressed, we might be able to tell it right away, but other times we might keep going without recognizing the signs. So some signs is irritably, when you're angry, you feel impatient or wound up, you feel overburdened or overwhelmed, you feel anxious, nervous, or afraid, like your thoughts are racing and you can't switch off, unable to enjoy yourself, you get depressed, you get uninterested in life, like you've lost your sense of humor, and a sense of dread, worried or tense, neglected or lonely, and lastly, existing mental health problems getting worse. So the hormones that our body produce to respond to stressful situations can have many physical effects. So these effects might include difficulty breathing, panic attacks, blurred eyesight or sore eyes, sleep problems, fatigue, muscle aches and headaches, chest pains and high blood pressure, indigestion or heartburn, constipation or diarrhea, feeling sick, dizzy or fainting, sudden weight gain or weight loss, developing rashes or itchy skin, sweating, changes to your period or menstrual cycle, and existing physical health problems getting worse. So, if we experience high levels of stress, these physical effects can get worse. So, this can also happen if we experience stress for a long period of time. So, in some cases, stress may cause more severe or long term physical health problems. So many things can cause stress. So you might feel stressed because of one big event or situation in your life, or it might be a buildup of a lot of smaller things. So this might make it harder for you to identify what's making you feel stressed or to explain it to other people. But what causes stress? When you feel under lots of pressure, when you face big changes in your life, when you're worried about something, when you don't have much or any control over the outcome of a situation, when you have responsibilities that you find overwhelming, and you don't have enough work activities or change in your life, you experience discrimination, hate, or abuse, and are going through a period of uncertainty. So, some situations that don't bother you at all might cause someone else a lot of stress. So, this is because we are influenced by different experiences. So, we also have different levels of support and ways of coping. So, certain events might also make you feel stressed sometimes, but not every time. So there are many ways people manage stress and reduce overall stress of day-to-day activities. So with the fast pace of work, school, home, and basically constantly inundated with technology and still wanting to have time to connect with those around us, our lives can feel overwhelming and stressful at times. So how do you manage stress? Use guided meditation. So, guided meditation is a great way to distract yourself from stress of day to day life. So, there are many guided meditations available on the internet so that can help you find 5 minutes of centered relaxation. We can also practice deep breathing. So, deep breathing is a great way to reduce the activation of your sympathetic nervous system. So, this controls the body's response to a perceived threat. So, deep breaths, taking in to a count of 5 seconds, held for 2 seconds, and release to a count of 5 seconds, can help activate your parasympathetic nervous system, and this reduce overall stress and anxiety you may be experiencing. Another, you can maintain your physical exercise and good nutrition. So, physical exercise and nutrition are two important components in how you respond to stress. So, when your body is healthy, your mind can be healthy and vice versa. So, physical exercise is proven to be a great stress reliever and also helps to improve your overall quality of life. So, nutrition is important as stress can deplete certain vitamins such as vitamin A, B complex, C, and E. So, maintaining proper nutrition not only helps your body feel better, but your mind as well. Manage your social media time. So, spending time on your social media sites can become stressful, not only by what we might see on them, but also because the time you are spending on social media might be best spent enjoying with your friends or outside enjoying the weather or just reading a book. And lastly, connect with others. So humans are social beings. So you need to have connections with people to feel supported. So finding a sense of community, whether at work, school, or with a religious organization or through shared activities such as organized sports is important to your well-being. So enjoying a shared activity allows you to find support and foster relationships that can be supported in difficult times. So, stress can happen when you go through life changes or face challenges that you're not prepared for. So, your body creates physical and mental responses. So, to help your body adjust to new situations. So, although stress isn't always a bad thing, if you don't try to relieve it or relax, it can take a toll on you. So, taking care of your well being can help you feel more able to manage stress. So, different things will work for different people, but for me, specifically, these are some of the ideas that I'm doing to on how I relieve my stress. So, first, be kind to yourself. So, learning to be kinder to yourself can help with how you feel in different situations. So try to take breaks in your day for things you enjoy. Reward yourself for your achievements, and even if they are small. So another, try to find time to relax. So this might feel hard if you can't do anything to stop situation that is making you feel stressed. So but if you can allow yourself a short break, this can help with how you feel. Another is develop your interests and hobbies. So spending time on things you can enjoy could help distract you from a stressful situation. Spend time in nature. So travel with your friends, loved ones, or family. And lastly, look after your physical health. So it is very important that you get enough sleep. Staying physically active and eating a balanced diet can make stress easier to manage. So remember that it is okay to ask for, professional help if you feel that you are struggling to manage on your own. So then you can reach out. So it is important to know that you can get help as soon as possible and that you deserve to get better. So stress can sometimes make these things difficult to look after, but even small changes can make a big difference. So I think that's the end of our discussion. Thank you for listening. If you want to know more about the updates and our openings, just check out our link, jobs180.com/inspiro. Thank you.
Thank you for that, ma'am. So, to
Thank
our
you.
audience, we are now opening the floor for questions. Ma'am, I hope you don't mind. Can we answer a little bit lang po of their questions po?
Yes, sure.
Okay. Ma'am, habang nag-iisip sila, I'll go first. So, question number one. Um, in the company, in Inspiro, what are initiatives from the HR or from employee engagement or kung ano mang department yun, ma'am, what are initiatives to combat stress among the employees po? Do you have programs? Do you have activities?
This is across departments. So since I'm part of recruitment or candidate engagement, we usually have our haru time, or what we call it, every week. So this is to combat stress, or after a week of doing call outs and all of that. So we play games. We also have raffle prizes and so much more. In other departments, especially when you're a customer agent, they also have their team week. So usually there is also games. They play games weekly, and their weekend getaway if they're planning for travel or trip with their team. So usually we have that. And for specifically like for mental state, if they are feeling stressed or if they want to reach out to some type of people that are professional, we also have our mental health or mental well-being clinic or nurse who are there to support us for that one. So that's some of the activities that we have in Inspiro.
Ayan. So thank you for that, ma'am. So to our audience, if you see guys, it's a trend nowadays where companies, employers are actually providing avenues, no? Pwedeng yung may mga additional clinics sila, meron silang parang
Ye-
hotline, ganyan, ganyan. So they
yes,
do
we
it
do.
to support their employees para sa mga mental health concerns or for stress management. Ayan. So ano yan, kasama yan sa mga package ng mga employers natin.
Yes, it's part.
Um, Next
Some of
question,
the
ma'am.
benefits that they'll get once they'll be hired with us is that psychological well-being.
Ayan. So, thank you for that, ma'am. So, next po. Um, when do you know that you need to seek help to professionals? Like, what is a good signal na this not being okay is not okay na, kumbaga.
Ah, okay. So I've also gave the signs or symptoms earlier. So if you're feeling um, depressed or you're feeling anxious most of the time, because not only with your schoolworks or with your work, that's the time that you can seek out for help. You can reach out to your friends first, or you can reach out to your supervisors for them to help you, so that um in turn you can um really try to attack the stressful situation. So not only you, so you have your team, you have the company with you, or you have your relatives or loved ones there for you. So there.
Thank you for that, ma'am. We have a question here coming in from Maxine Agdan Ballesteros. Miss Bianca, can we hear your thoughts about being burnt out kahit po you are not really doing anything? Is this possible? Siguro yun ma'am yung question niya.
Yes, you might feel burned out. As I mentioned earlier, since we're really into our social media, so somewhat when you're scrolling through social media, you just see news, and even if you're not really interested in the news, but deep inside you might have those thoughts like, why is this happening to us? Why is this happening? And um other than that, um in the back of your head subconsciously, there will be another thought like, what will I do, what can I help, or what else do I need to do while I'm not doing anything, just scrolling on social media. So do I need to be productive? So those things, those thoughts can uh, stress you out or can lead to burnout already. So it is very important to sometimes detach from social media, just go out, relax with your friends, chat with your family or with your loved ones. So there.
Ayan. So, important yun to everyone to detach and
Mm-hmm.
disconnect because the mere fact that you're consuming all the negative news,
Mm-hmm.
anxieties outside, mga accomplishments ng ibang tao that you feel na hindi ka at par, ganyan, na kino-compare mo yung sarili mo. So, those things, nagko-contribute yon sa stress inside. So, kailangan niya talaga mag-decompress at mag-disconnect sa social media from time to time. Ayan.
Mm-hmm.
So, thank you for that, Miss Bianca. Um, Eto ma'am, last question na po. I know na-mention niyo na po ito sa natin kanina, but let's get our audience involved, okay? So, a while ago, nagsabi si Miss Bianca ng mga ways niya to manage stress, paano siya nag-decompress, ayan. So, paano na-relieve yung stress? So, to our audience, please comment, ano yung way nyo para mag-relieve ng stress. Tapos babasahin natin kay Miss Bianca mamaya pag nakapag-answer na kayo. So, ako ma'am, I'll go
How do
first.
you relieve stress?
How do you relieve
How
stress?
do
So,
you
ano yung
relieve stress,
usual
Shari?
reliever mo? So, ako, to answer this question, ako ay, ano bang tawag dito? Shoppingera. So, isa
Oh,
sa mga,
nice.
isa sa mga ways, I know na hindi naman healthy, pero isa sa mga ways na, for example, I wanted to, like, forget or matahimik lang yung thoughts
Distract
or anxiety.
or
So, I will do online shopping. Minsan, ano lang, add to cart lang ng add to cart, pero hindi ko naman sine-check out. Tsaka, walks
okay.
outside. So, yun. I try
Mm.
to immerse myself in nature, ganyan. So, nag-go ako lang, kahit saglit lang, sa end of shift. Yan, ginagawa namin, end of shift. Lumalabas kami. Yan. Ayan. So, to our audience, lagay nyo lang sa comment section kung paano kayo nagre-relieve ng stress.
How
So,
do you relieve
read it.
stress?
Let's read it later. So, meantime, segue muna tayo. I would like to invite everyone to explore and read through the vacancies over at Inspiro. So that's jobsunity.com/Inspiro. They posted their openings, they have their positions there. And Miss Bianca, I think you also hire senior high school graduates. Is that correct?
Yes, actually, right now we're pulling for senior high grad. So we have accounts that are available right now that the qualification would be for senior high graduates. So
Nearest
there.
site, ma'am. In real
Well, we do have in Pasig and Quezon City. So
Pasig.
there.
Okay, one ride lang yun, Pasig. Ayan.
Mm.
So, relieving stress by dancing and listening to songs I love. Oy, thank you, thank you, thank you. Ayan. Miss
Yes.
Bianx, I will not keep you long. So, thank you for accommodating our request for this event. So, we look forward to having you again, ma'am, in future sessions with other schools naman po. So, thank you, Miss Bianca. Have a great day.
Thank
Thank you
you.
for
Thank you,
sharing,
Shari.
ma'am.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Maxine. I hope I can see you dance. Or, yeah.
Thank you,
Thank
thank
you.
you. Ayan. So we have another answer here coming from Mia Leia. Sleeping, relaxing, and relaxing my brain to stop overthinking. Oo nga. So that's all of us. Talagang napapagod na tayo kaka-consume ng ating news, no? Kung sino man mga anxious sa elections. Ako din. Isa pa yan. So, reading books about self-love. Okay, thank you for putting in your your comments. We read it para everyone, para sa lahat ng ibang mga audience na nakikinig, they at least get a glimpse paano nga ba, no? What are your ways? Ano yung ways ng iba kung paano mag-cope? So sila din, they can learn from your answers. Ayan. So now, let's go to our third speaker. So our third speaker for this afternoon is Sir Aaron Mitchell Medina. Sir Aaron is the Senior Recruitment Coordinator for Talent Acquisition Group of Cognizant Philippines. He worked as a team leader and regional business manager in two international executive search firms. He has years of experience in recruiting for IT industry for APAC-based institutions such as financial services, consulting, social media, e-commerce, and fintech. Before all of that, he worked as a nurse in Singapore and was also a medical oncology or blood and marrow transplant nurse over at St. Luke's, Quezon City. So, Sir Aaron, if you're ready.
Hi, Sherry. Good afternoon.
Hi, sir. Good afternoon. Ayan. So, ayan, sir. Your presentation is up. So, I leave you to it, but I'll be back for Q&A. Thank you, sir.
All right. Thank you, Sherry. And good afternoon to everyone. Again, my name is Aaron, and I'm a senior recruitment coordinator in Cognizant Philippines. And for this afternoon, I will be discussing how you would develop your work ethics and some of the practical tips for undergrads and fresh grads. So, okay, let's start. So, work ethic is a set of standards of behavior and beliefs regarding what is and what isn't acceptable to do at work. Work ethics is necessary to create a healthy working environment for oneself and for any employee. Work ethic, therefore, is a set of good working behaviors and values that you could practice while you are finishing your assigned tasks. So this one involves skills, good working habits, discipline, and hard work. Hence, having a good working ethics is considered a strength, and most employers would want this in their employees. Work ethic may seem like a subjective topic, but for us HR people, knowing what it is and how it works is important. Especially if we are to identify work ethic to each employee. This is why I'm sharing this information to you guys for the sake of building a future of work that has a really good culture, that has a strong work ethic. So, work ethic can be either good or bad. It actually depends on the personal view of an employee. Also, it would depend on their motivation and, of course, overall company culture. So, a strong work ethic within the company serves as a behavioral model for everyone, for the right way of working. So, bad work ethic, however, can lead to demotivation, loss of effectiveness and efficiency, sometimes even to high turnover rate. Because if the majority of your colleagues have bad work ethic, napaka-toxic magtrabaho. That's the reason why tumataas ang turnover rate. We call it attrition rate. So, people with strong work ethic often look as though they have competitive spirit, although their competitiveness is often within themselves to achieve something. No, you don't see employees who brag about their competitiveness. You just feel their competitive spirit. No? There are also those individuals who often present themselves as the ideal employees because they have this drive for success and it leads them to work with the team, to achieve one goal after another. And people with strong work ethic often have this highly driven attitude, and they often far exceed their colleagues, no, in terms of achieving their goals. So, fortunately, work ethic can be nurtured. It can be learned and it can be improved. So, if in case that you do not have any experience before working in a corporate setup or any work at all, that's fine because this can be learned. This can be practiced, no? However, there is a part of an individual, for example, character or overall outlook in life, that can be a factor when it comes to nurturing your work ethic. So before we go deeper, no, into this discussion, let's try to know why are we discussing this topic, developing work ethics. Ano ba yung benefits nito sa isang workplace? So, first, it provides a balanced, respectful workplace and culture. So, employees with strong work ethic present themselves as professionals in every sense of the word. So, they respect their fellow employees, their bosses, and whomever they meet in the workplace. And not only does this present a very, very polished image for the company itself, but it also creates an environment that the other, colleagues of yours are happy to work in. Ibig sabihin, parang hindi nakaka-toxic magtrabaho dun sa workplace na yon. Second benefit is higher productivity because if you have one colleague who has very strong work ethics, who has a really high standard when it comes to work, it can be infectious, no? You tend to learn to love your job because of the culture that you have in your workplace. These are the types of employees that can confidently say, "I love my job" inside the office, no? And not only that, they complete all assigned projects in a timely manner, and they avoid delays, no? Avoid being the reason for the delay, and that creates efficiency among all employees within the workplace. And the third benefit is a wider talent pool. So the employees that show the highest work ethic are also those that continue their work, their dedication to work as they advance in their careers. So we have this saying na better managers make for better employees underneath them. So if you are a manager who has a really strong work ethic, or even just an employee, no, your juniors will definitely follow with your standards, no, with your work ethic, and that's the reason why uh, we have, this is the reason why we have this HR initiatives, no, to encourage practicing strong work ethic. So to give you an example, to give you some scenarios of what is a good work ethic. So I have three here. So the first scenario is Miggy, and he is an employee that always follows through on his commitments. And if he agrees to take over another coworker shift, he always shows up. May isa siyang salita. And if he commits to a deadline, you can count on him to meet that deadline. So walang delays. And everyone knows him as the guy that is really reliable. Any task that you assign to him, asahan mo quality siya, and hindi siya late magpasa. No? So that's one good work ethic. No, that's one scenario of someone showing good work ethic. Second scenario is Nurse Aliyah, and she is an insurance claim specialist. And the scenario is this: her supervisor asked her to coordinate reports, no, between patient and services and insurance. So it's her job is about claims, no, for insurance. And unfortunately, she is not that familiar with the process. So parang medyo nakaka-stress yun kasi hindi may mga processes dun sa claims na hindi ka pa ganun ka-familiar, pero sinalang ka agad nung supervisor mo. Now, instead of giving up, she tried to network with her colleagues, with her senior colleagues, to learn more about the processes and to verify then if what she's doing is correct. And by doing that, she is also expanding her skills, no? And of course, in the future, she will be a better claim specialist na. And that's also one good example of showing good work ethic, not backing down on each task that has been given to you, having a positive outlook, no? And the third scenario is Sandra, and she is known for her meticulous work. And Sandra is, is the type of person who never misses a deadline as well, just like Miggy. And she does not sacrifice the quality of work just to make it to the deadline, no? So she works with efficiency and at the same time effectiveness. And that's also a really good uh, work ethic to show, no? So there. Here, however, is an example of a bad work ethic. So, um, this guy named Robert is sometimes bothered by the task that is required of him by his boss. However, he never addresses these issues with his superior. So instead, he complains a lot to fellow co-workers, with colleagues, with friends, and actually to anyone who would listen to his complaints about his job. And ultimately, Robert displays this very poor image of the company, and this attitude creates a more hostile and more toxic working environment for not just for him but for everyone in the workplace. So, being resentful and complaining rather than seeking solutions with his colleagues and his superiors is another strong indicator of poor work ethic. Yung puro ka chismis na katoksikan. Yun, hindi siya magandang work ethic. So to save you from that kind of scenario and to help you avoid that kind of scenario, here are some traits that you should develop as early as now in order to have a really strong workplace ethic. So first is hard work. Because hard workers don't give up when the task is difficult, just like what Aliyah did. These type of individuals show their work ethic in their persistence. Second is dedication. This means that an employee always sees their commitments through. No? They keep their deadlines and complete their tasks to the fullest without sacrificing for the quality. And of course, in order for you to do that, you must have discipline. Workers that show discipline aren't swayed by what they want to do. No, there are employees who say, kaya ko yan bukas, may time pa naman. Then dumating na yung bukas, sige, marami pa akong ginagawa. Siguro later tonight ko na lang siya tatapusin. Hanggang sa dumating na yung kinabukasan, deadline na ng tanghali, hindi mo na siya nagawa. Kasi wala kang discipline. So you have to have discipline and dedication to have a really good output. No? Next is productivity. Individuals with strong work ethic often have high productivity and they keep themselves busy completing assignments and meeting their goals instead of doing unnecessary tasks. Next is teamwork. Team players are individuals that demonstrate work ethic through teamwork. So, um, they know that their company works when everyone does their part. So, parang uh, everyone is an integral part of a big machinery. And if one of them does not work well with the other parts, the whole thing will not work. So you'll have teamwork if you get everyone in your team to work together. And showing teamwork is one of the strong work ethics that you can show. Integrity, however, integrity on the other side is a strong indicator of having a good work ethic. Why? Because this one guides individuals to make choices that are morally sound and choices that are ethically balanced. So, mapapansin nyo, sa lahat ng core values ng companies, makikita nyo to, itong core value na to, integrity. Because you have to have integrity in all the things that you do. Next is responsibility. And individuals with strong work ethic have this sense of accountability. Being consistent and being reliable shows professionalism and respect, actually respect for their work, no? Not just their bosses, but the actual work, respect for the actual work. Next is determination. Determined employees try to meet or exceed the expectations on a certain goal. And even if they're not familiar with the task, they make sure to look for, additional resources to help them successfully achieve their goal or to successfully complete a task. Last is professionalism. This trait can be very difficult to do on the hardest days. For example, namatayan kayo or nagkaroon ka ng emotional breakdown or whatever difficult scenario that you might face. It's sometimes or often difficult to show professionalism on those dark days. However, people with a really really strong ethic still shows professionalism despite of these hard scenario, no? And if you can do that, then hands down to you. You have a really strong work ethic, no? You have discipline. And these are the traits that you should avoid or refrain from doing. Number one is procrastination. Yung kaya ko ba to? Ala, baka hindi ko to kaya. Baka pangit yung sabihin sa akin ni boss. Huwag ganon. You should not procrastinate. Else, you should try to look for ways for you to actually achieve your goal. No, be resourceful. And the next level of procrastination is negativity, and this negativity affects others in the workplace. Um, People who are negative don't value being professionals. No, inuunahan na nila agad ng negative remarks instead of trying to look at the bigger picture, see how you can actually achieve a really good output. Nagiging negative ka agad. And then the next level would be toxicity. Yung negativity mo, yung pagpo-procrastinate mo, it creates toxicity within a workplace, no? You are not actually being concerned about, being productive. Um, you don't care if you foster a very unwelcoming work environment. Yung tinatawag nating mga toxic na katrabaho. Yan sila. No? So don't be a toxic coworker. Next is inefficiency. Employees with poor work ethic may demonstrate inefficiency. How? While they may complete their task, they do it in a way that takes more time and costs more money, no? So parang yung mga taong nagbe-veterans move na tinatawag na nagde-delaying tactics just to say na buong araw may ginawa ako. Pero you could have actually done that in just an hour, no? Sayang yung resources kasi marami pa sanang nagawa. Sayang din yung time, sayang din yung money kasi you're being paid just to make one task for a whole day. It's not cost effective. So that is inefficiency. And that is also part of irresponsibility because you don't take your work seriously, no? You don't place high importance on a task's urgency. You don't commit yourself to any responsibility given to you by your boss, ganyan. So you should avoid that. Next is passiveness. Passiveness can be a general personality characteristic, but it can also apply to attitudes in the workplace. So this passive attitude means that individuals don't care either way what happens with their job what happens in their job. So para siyang inefficiency and irresponsibility. You do not have any concern if maapektuhan ba yung business, yung reputation ng company dun sa gagawin mong pagde-delay, no? Sa pagiging passive mo. Instead of being an active employee na I would like to initiate this strategy in order to streamline the processes. Wala kang ganun. So parang hindi nag-i-improve yung workplace mo because you're passive. Hindi ka nagiging proactive when it comes to improving everything in your workplace. So try to avoid being passive. Next is untimeliness, and people with poor work ethic are not driven to go to work. Yung parang babangon ka sa umaga, papasok na naman, ganyan. These are the types of people na laging late or laging well, late sa trabaho or laging late sa deadline. Sila yung ganyan, na parang walang ganang pumasok sa work. Kaya ang ang end product, lagi silang untimely. And of course, the last trait is the opposite of a professional behavior, unprofessional behavior. So, to act seamlessly and professionally in your future workplace, here are some key points on how you can develop your workplace ethics in your company. So, first is to lead by example. How? By showing your colleagues the value of having a strong work ethic by embodying it yourself and encouraging your bosses as well to do the same. No? If nakikita ng mga junior executives na may strong work ethic ka, or ikaw, kung ikaw yung junior executive, kung nakikita mo na may strong work ethic si supervisor mo, definitely you'll follow. No? Follow mo yung standards niya when it comes to work ethics. Next is supporting team workshops. Why? Why is team workshops related to developing a work ethic? Because employees tend to be more motivated when they work as a team. And learning skills for your job is the same way. If you learn with your team, learning is much more effective. And of course, encouraging everyone to work together, when you do team workshops, breeds more positive environment in the office. And this gives individuals extra reason why they would like to excel or learn a new skill. Kasi may comparison ka, may kasabayan ka. Parang pag-gym lang yan. Kapag wala kang kasabay mag-gym, parang nakakatamad. Pero kapag may kasabay ka mag-gym, parang mas namomotivate ka na parang kung anong gagawin niya, gagawin mo rin or mas hihigitan mo pa. Yung ganong klaseng motivation. So, third is finding a mentor with a strong work ethic. So, as I mentioned earlier, sorry, as I mentioned earlier, it's really important to have a boss that has strong work ethic. But if you don't think that your boss is a good mentor for you, then you should find another mentor with a strong work ethic. For example, a senior associate, someone who is higher than you, or kung magka-same level lang kayo, someone who has more tenure, no? That person should have strong work ethic because mentors understand what less experienced employees deal with, and they also understand the issues that might cause certain negative attitudes. So the more you work closely with that kind of ethical employee, the more you adopt his or her professional values. So you better find a mentor that has a really good, strong work ethic. So remember, a strong work ethic shows that you have great pride in the work that you do and a strong drive to continually succeed. So that also means that you see yourself as part of the team and you would want to represent yourself, your coworkers, your brand, your company to the very best. You will never act in a way that creates, again, hostile or toxic environment for your colleagues because you are busy trying to achieve your next goal. Again, you will never act in a way that you would create a hostile or toxic environment because you are too busy trying to excel and achieve your next goal. And last advice is to try to research on a few scholarly articles, no? Because most of the uh, companies right now are doing studies when it comes to the continuously evolving work ethic. Those things that I mentioned earlier are not just the things that you need to focus on. There are still other things that you need to consider when it comes to developing your work ethics. So please do your research on those, no? And yeah, I think that is all for this discussion about developing work ethics. And if you have further questions, we have our question and answer later. But before we end, I'll just give you quick overview on our company. So Cognizant is one of the world's leading professional services companies, transforming clients' business, operating, and technology models for the digital era. And we innovate with a purpose, and we help businesses modernize their needs, no, their tools rather, no. Here are the scorecards for last year and the other year, and these are the industries that we support. We have healthcare, insurance, manufacturing, logistics, banking and financial services, retail, communications, media, technology, and life sciences. And we have two main locations, one in Taguig and one in Cebu. In Taguig, it's in McKinley Hill. And what opportunities do we have for you? I'll just run this through. We have AI and analytics, so data warehouse developers, Azure or AWS data engineers and data architects and ETL developers. Quality engineering and assurance, we have manual testers, functional testers, and automation testers. For digital engineering, we have back-end Java developers, and for digital experience, we have front-end developers for React, Angular, Node.js, and even for Drupal and mobile development. We have banking and finance services openings for project managers, business analysts, and payment or banking system specialists. And for our intelligent process automation service line, we are hiring for automation specialists for Blue Prism, Automation Anywhere, and Pega, as well as for UiPath. And we also have our digital business operations. We have openings for video sharing account, medical equipment account, retail account, fintech account, cloud computing account, insurance account, and even healthcare account. So we are also hiring for registered nurses here in the Philippines, USRNs, registered pharmacists, and other allied health courses. So our satellite sites are in Quezon City, the one in along C5. We have one in Alabang, and we also have one in Bataan. So to know more about our industries and the openings that we currently have, you may visit our website at www.cognizant.com/ph. Alternatively, you may also visit jobs180.com/cognizantph. So there. Thank you very much, and may you all have a pleasant day ahead. Back to you, Shari.
Thank you for that, Sir Aaron. So to everyone, to our audience, we are now opening the floor for questions. So para makapag-isip kayo, I will go first, sir. Sir, ito po, controversial question. Ano po ang ayaw niyong qualities sa colleagues?
Ano ang ayaw kong quality sa colleagues? Yung toxic. Magtatagalog na lang ako. Yung toxic na colleague, yung walang can-do attitudes. Yun yung CAN space DO. Usually makikita niyo yan sa job description eh. Lalo kapag sales yung ano nyo, yung job na ina-applyan ninyo. Must have can-do attitude. Big sabihin nun, yung lahat mag-yes ka, yung positive yung outlook mo sa buhay na, yes boss, I can do that. Yes ma'am, I can do that. Yung ganon. Para sa akin, ang pinaka-ayaw kong attitude ng colleague is yung parang, ang hirap naman ito, tapos biglang bubulong sa'yo. Alam mo ba, Aaron, yung boss natin ganyan-ganyan. Ay nako, magpapalipat talaga ako ng department pag may ganyan akong colleague. Kasi nakakahila siya pababa. Hindi ka na motivate. Instead, parang naapektuhan ka sa sinasabi niya. And kung paniwalain ka, baka pumangit na rin yung view mo dun sa work na ginagawa ninyo. Ayun.
Thank you for that, sir. We have a question here coming from Maxine Velesteros. Is it better to look for the work ethics of the company that we want to work under po para mas maging ready kami as beginner employees? Siguro, sir, yung tinatanong niya yung mga core values, gano'n.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's possible. Well, you should study the company before you undergo an interview, no? Visit their company website, see what you can find there, their mission, their vision, the business model, their core values. And at the same time, ito, hindi lang yung core values ang titignan ninyo. Try to look for reviews No, marami kayong makikitang reviews about a company through various websites online. I will not name those website na kasi uh, kayo nang bahala. Kasi marami naman sila eh. Marami naman sila nagbibigay ng reviews. Even job boards, they also give overview and reviews with regards to a certain company. So, minsan makikita nyo may mga testimonials doon yung mga current employees, ex-employees, ano yung work experience nila before, ano yung benefits na nakukuha nila before and kahit hanggang ngayon. So, you can try to explore those sites as well in order for you to be ready, no? In order for you to level your expectations na rin if ever you will be entering that company.
Ayan, thank you, sir. So, sir, next question ko. Is posting on social media, like complaints, grievances about the company, your colleagues, your teammates, is this considered a red flag for applicants? Like, kunyari nag-a-apply pa lang po sila. Do you like look at their Facebook or their Twitter and see, ay, ang dami namang complaints nito. Does it matter?
Well, for us, we do not visit your Facebook page, no? Well, that's your Facebook page, and you post whatever you want to post there, no? We will not judge you. But of course, if your content, no, if your post would directly involve a certain company, for example, Cognizant, you have tag Cognizant Philippines in your post, in your negative post. That's the time that we should be calling out that person. Kasi, for example, kung employee siya doon, then that employee violated something in our handbook, in our policy. You should not be putting something negative against your uh, company publicly, especially on social media. Social media. If that person naman is not an employee or not an employee anymore, then we cannot do something about it. That's his or her opinion about Cognizant Philippines, for example. No? But we try to minimize such negative posts, no, para it will not foster any misunderstanding, no, misconception about our company, not just in our company, but in other companies as well. That's what we do. We minimize negative postings.
All right. So thank you for clearing that out, sir. Kasi we wanted to be transparent since ano po eh, mga
Ah,
future applicants tong mga to eh. Mga
Oo. And Shari, to follow up on that question, that, well, kung sakali man na hindi na part ng company yung employee na yun na nag-post, it doesn't matter, no? Kasi wala naman na siya dun sa company. But that reflects your professional behavior, no? Kung magpo-post ka ng ganun, puro negative, that reflects who you are as a professional.
ayan.
So, ito na lang yung advice ko, expect na kung ano yung professional behavior mo, yun din yung marireceive mo sa workplace. So, kung negative ka, negative din marireceive mo sa workplace mo. Kung toxic ka, katoxican din yung marireceive mo sa workplace mo. But if you are respectful and very optimistic about doing your job and excelling in your job, susuklian niya ng company ng promotion, ng incentives, etc. And praise as well. Kudos, mga ganon.
And thank you for that, sir. So, to our audience, so you heard it from Sir Aaron himself, no? So, those are the things that you should watch out for, and those are the things that you should avoid. So, again, sir, on behalf of my team, and also on behalf of the schools that participated today and their students as well, we thank you for sharing your time and your expertise po, and we hope that we can invite you in future sessions for other universities naman po and other
Surely.
so, thank you so much, Sir Aaron, and have a great day po. Thank you, thank you, thank
All
you.
right. Thank you, Sherry. Thank you, everyone.
Have a great day po. So, to officially close today's session, we'd like to call Miss Andrea Sandahan, Trent Information First Technical Career Institute. Yun yung nire-represent ni Miss Andrea to give us the closing remarks. Miss Andrea, are you ready?
Yes po,
Ma'am,
ma'am. Clear naman po ba?
right. Yes, yes, yes.
Yon, to officially close our webinar for today, in behalf of TIFTCI, I would like to thank jobs180.com for inviting us to join this webinar today. as well as to our guest speaker for sharing their knowledge and ideas to our students. Lastly, we would like to thank every student who participated and listened to our webinar for today. We hope that everyone has learned something important today na pwede nilang magamit in the future. Ayun lang po. Once again, I am Miss Andrea Sandan from TIFTCI.
Thank you for that, Miss Andrea. Thank you for that, ma'am.
Thank you
So
po, Ma'am
grateful.
Cherie.
We're also grateful to have worked with you po for this webinar this afternoon. So please, to our audience, please don't leave just yet. So the evaluation link is flashed on your screen. We'll also put it on the comment section para makapag-evaluate kayo. So this one is under the control of TIFTCI. So sila yung makakita ng mga responses ninyo dyan. So to our audience, we'd also like to invite you guys, if you like the webinar today, so we are hosting other webinars next week and the week after that. So we will go live on Facebook for those events, and you can check our Facebook page for the topics that will be discussed. So pwede kayong sumali doon for free if you find it interesting. Welcome kayo to join. So with that, our session ends today. So thank you so much and have a great afternoon, everyone. Stay safe.
Change. It happens when you least expect it, but also when you embrace it. At Accenture, we help the world's biggest brands thrive through change. Our people combine technology and creativity, expertise and experience, learning and collaboration, passion and purpose to make a difference for our clients, their customers, our company, and our communities. Behind every great change is a great human. Bring your skills, your curiosity, and your true self to your work every day. Let's do incredible things. Let's deliver on the promise of technology and human ingenuity.